Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. As you can see, the yellow 71 Ghia is back with newly installed carpet. Let's take a look. Very happy with how this is looking. Man, this car is getting to be really, really nice. Look at that. Incredible. Especially if you remember how this car looked when it came in. I mean, come on. Yeah, there we go. And it's just as nice. Let me see if I can latch this. Yeah, this goes all the way back. So I've said it before, I'll say it again. Octavio's, which is our shop next door that does most of our upholstery, they are the best. This is actually a TMI kit, which Octavio said it fit pretty well. Sometimes these carpet kits, they just don't fit that well. But this particular one, which again was from TMI, he said it actually fit really well. I don't think he had to do much modifying. Sometimes carpet kits, not necessarily from TMI, but other suppliers, they're so bad that they end up remaking half the parts, or half the carpet pieces because they don't fit well, or it can be a real pain in the butt. I think when I had the carpet done on the 59 here, I mentioned this back piece here. They pretty much just had to make a new one from scratch because there were huge gaps around the edge here. The color just sucked. It was totally off. So yeah, that's what these guys do. So they won't put out a product that is substandard. So if they get a carpet kit and it's ill-fitting, then they pretty much are just going to make new ones. Their work is not always cheap, but you get what you pay for, like most things in life, and you're not going to get any better than the work these guys do. So there you go. It's actually going to go back to them briefly tomorrow, but I took the car back so I could do a few things. They've got to put holes about here and about there for the seat belts, and then they still need to trim a little carpet behind the throttle pedal there. You can't really see it from here, but yeah, I'll wheel it back over there tomorrow. So as far as what I did on this car today, I built the axles for it yesterday. So today went and installed those, and then likewise installed the heater hoses, the ones that go from the heater boxes to the body. And let's see what else. Installed the throttle cable. Actually, the throttle cable was already installed, so let me back up a little bit. I installed it. So I installed the conduit that goes through the fan shroud. And then these later cars have, it's basically like, I don't know if you'll even be able to see it. Probably not. It's hard to see. These later cars have kind of like almost like a Bowden tube for the clutch that the throttle cable runs through. And so I had cleaned that up previously. It was actually in really nice shape. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's running back there. So I installed that and then ran the throttle cable through it, got it all adjusted, verified that it goes to full throttle, and then when you release the pedal, verified that it goes all the way back to to idle, and applied a little lube to it, and yeah, it's working really good. Very smooth operating, and I think that is about what I did on this car today. I just worked on it this afternoon a little bit after I wheeled it back over from Octavio's. The other thing that I did today was I actually went out to Wolfsburg West to pick up a fuel tank for this bus and a wiring harness for the 69 Cowlick Bug and a wiring harness for the 64 Beetle, whose chassis is sitting back here. Those two cars' bodies should be back from paint within, hopefully the red Bug, the 69, maybe early next week, back from paint. The 64, squirreled away back there, should be back from paint. That one's maybe a couple weeks out. But when those come in, I want to pull the wiring harnesses at least through the headliner portion so that we can put the headliners in. And so I went ahead and bought the wiring harnesses for those while I was at Wolfsburg today. So I had them in stock. And the other thing I did was I picked up a fuel tank finally for this baby and installed it. Kind of a pain in the ass on these things. You got to get the filler neck up in there, and there's all these little like ribs and stuff on the body that it's hitting. It basically took two of us to get it in there. One of my shop neighbors sort of like was pushing it in from this side, and then I came over on this side and was kind of like, kind of reaching down into here, trying to pull the filler neck that way, because it was stuck on this little lip down there. And so between the two of us, we got it to kind of pop up in there. It's really a tight fit. Volkswagen, I don't think their priority on these was making the fuel tank easy to change. So, they're a bit of a pain in the ass to get in, but put new straps on it. And so I had to trim those, and I went ahead and painted them. It's correct for them to be body color like that, and install the little felt pads that you can see there, and then there's just one back there, so it's not rattling around. I still haven't installed the fuel reserve, which goes up underneath there yet, but I'll probably do that tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday. What else? Yeah, this filler neck seal here went in pretty easily, pretty nice, didn't really fight me. So those were pretty much the things I did today. The shop by myself. It's Thursday, so Rafa is on his weekend already. And I should mention that the shop will be mostly closed Monday. Rafa will not be here. I may come in for half a day or so, not 100% sure yet, but it is Memorial Day weekend, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, that is it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again tomorrow. Good night.